Man, this episode was straight crazy, and I'm calling this episode He Messed Up. And it took me back to Menace to Society. You remember when Kane went to jail and Bill Duke's character, the investigator, was like, now, you see that right there? You know you done messed up. Your boy Jenard and D-Mac have messed things up. Oh, we're going to talk about my reactions to episode 4 of season 2 Power Force. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you enjoy my content, dance on that subscribe button and go ahead and drop kick that like button. Let's get into the episode because it was crazy. So the episode starts off with your boy Jenard, who is straight fiending. Hold on, let me pause that. I was going to make that the thumbnail, but I changed my mind. But he is having visions of him killing Lil K. I mean, he is just having a hard time dealing with it. I mean, you can really see that he's going through. He's snorting that cane, or is it the heroin? But either way, he's really cracked out. Your boy Jenard done messed up. Bad leadership. I keep telling y'all, bad leadership. And he is really showing his tail right now. You know, he needs to go to church and get some deliverance. He is really, really hurting. Meanwhile, the Popo has got their antennas up. They are about to put the pressure on. They need to find out who Tommy is. They have just found Lil K's body. And so they suspect foul play, and they're going to be putting the pieces together. I really like this crew. They're really sound in thinking, and they're on their feet, and they're more believable. And I like that they're just really hard and not really trying to skirt around the bush. They're really going at it. Okay. Meanwhile, Tommy is still out here in the streets doing his thing. And in this episode, he's getting his Mac on. He is really trying to get with Senorita very, very hard. And I don't know why she broke, but in this particular episode, she really is giving Tommy some play. And so they're out together, spending some quality time together, and it's just a matter of time before Tommy seals the deal. But he's teaching her how to drive a stick. Now, come on, y'all tell me if that did not remind you of Boys in the Hood. You remember when Trey and them were on the corner hanging out, and the girl was like, "Who car is this?" And Trey was like, "It's mine. Can I take you for a ride?" And she like, "No, I don't want to go for no ride. I want to drive." And then she gives the classic line. Well, who is it? Trey gives the classic line. He says, "Well, can you drive stick?" I believe they got that from that particular scene. And she like, "No, but maybe you can teach me." And so I think that was really inspired by that, because even Senorita said to Tommy, she said, "Look, are we still talking about driving?" Meanwhile, I'm tired of Flynn. Walter Flynn has got to go. And so now he is pushing away your boy Paulie. And we're going to learn more about that in the episode. But Paulie is really concerned about Walter and his decisions, and he's going to try to come to bat for him, but it's not going to work out. I like Paulie because he's loyal. We learned that he's not full-blooded like the rest of them, but he's loyal and he's put in the time. Meanwhile, somebody else is getting their Mac on. I mean, this must be the love episode, because everybody was getting their game put on. And these two right here were really looking at each other real, real hard. I mean, golly, I thought they were just going to go in the back and start exchanging bodily fluids right there. But this is young Obama's mama. That's what I call him. I think his name is Leon. Y'all correct me down in the comments section. But a very attractive young woman. And she is really giving Diamond that eye. Now, this kind of reminded me of The Wire. You remember when Cuddy, if you are a fan of The Wire, when Cuddy came back to the West Side and he started his gym program for the boys in the streets, how all of the young mothers was getting at Cuddy and he was just laying them down. He was exchanging bodily fluids with all of them. And so this reminded me of The Wire. Very Wire-esque in my opinion. All the Wire fans, let me know if you got that same feeling. I mean, this is like a young Dookie. You remember Dookie couldn't box, and Leon's pretty smart, but he can't fight. And we're going to see that later. But you got to start somewhere. They even had that scene in The Wire where they had the kids looking real weak, and one of the coaches was like, "What is that?" And he was like, "That's a good start." Meanwhile, we go back to the Popo, and they are putting the pressure on Tommy. They're watching him out here with Maria. And so they're really clamping down on their defense. Meanwhile, Tommy is just putting the Mac game down on Maria. And we learned something about her. She's been real close to the chest on her feelings, but she is definitely opening up to Tommy. And I don't know what changed, but she just came in like, "Okay, Tommy, I'm game. I like you. Let's get this thing going." She's licking her lips, giving him the eye. She's out here being very wild in the car. We see her racing against a train and just really putting her floor or her foot to the pedal and just really gassing Tommy up. And that was a great analogy right there. She is gassing Tommy up and he is feeling her, and they're getting close to their exchanging bodily fluid moments. So you know it's going to go down. You know it's going to go down. And I hate to say it. I've been saying it. Everybody Tommy loves end up dying. So I think it's just a setup. But y'all let me know. Maybe it may turn out different. Meanwhile, bad leadership is back in full effect, trying to hide that he smoked Lil K. And he's starting to do dope in front of his partners, in front of his crew. And everybody knows you don't get high on your own supply. If Jenard gets got, his own crew may do it. Because I think that they see a weakness in him. And he's showing his weaknesses. He's showing that he's bad leadership. He's on that junk. He's on that smack. Somebody just needs to step up and go for that 187. And I know, folks, 187 is for the police officer, but y'all know how it go down. I believe this reminded me of the movie Clockers. Okay? Not Clockers, but Deep Cover. You remember in Deep Cover when they were in the restaurant and they were talking and they were telling your man, I believe his name was Jake Omar Epps, character who's like, "Look, man, we down for the 187 and we give the whole thing over to you." Somebody may try to take him out because Jenard is definitely bad leadership. That's just something I was thinking about. Will it happen? I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments section. All right, so Senorita and Tommy are out. Maria and Tommy are out in the park. Tommy's like, "This is new for me." I mean, she's trying to get Tommy cultured. She's out here spending a lot of time. They working up an appetite. They're supposed to go eat together. But then that really goes array because Tommy messes around and sees one of the ops in the park. Okay, he sees somebody from the Rojas clan. And you know Tommy, he doesn't shy away from any type of scuffle. And so he raises up on him and they have a confrontation over in the bathroom. And Tommy puts in work like he does. This was a great action scene. I really enjoyed it. I knew old boy was going to get got when he pulled out the shank. Tommy just flipped it and did it. And I like the urgency how Tommy was like, yo, I could really get caught in here and get a murder put on me if I don't hurry up and get out of here. So I was definitely feeling that scene, and it was definitely believable. So Tommy breaks off the date and he's gone. Now we pick up on your boy D-Mac, who is itching to get back in these streets. Somebody tell me what's wrong with D-Mac. Why does he want those streets so bad? They just had me thinking this whole episode that he was going to get got. I just knew that it was a setup, and the ending, folks, caught me off guard. But D-Mac is over here walking around with the gun that he stole from the last episode, and he's out here trying to impress his friends, letting him know that he's all about that life. Meanwhile, your boy D-Mac is about to try to put down his Mac game. I'm telling y'all, what is going on? They made this episode full of feelings. So D-Mac has one of his old schoolmates roll up on him, and little Pocahontas has got it going on. I mean, she's cute, but she got her girls with her, and they out here feeling some kind of way about D-Mac, and they'll come back to that in a few minutes. But we see D-Mac ain't got no game. Meanwhile, I'm getting tired of these two right here, okay? Claudia and Vic. Vic is definitely not feeling his sister, but Claudia is trying to get him on the team so they can take their father out. And your boy Vic does not trust his own sister, and I'm with Vic. I really don't trust her also. She is all about herself, and they keep dancing around this. I wish they would give us some action between these two, but they seemingly are holding off on it. Meanwhile, we get back to the barbershop, and your boy Diamond and Tommy are going at it. I think that's the scene where Tommy and Diamond are going at it. No. It's your boy Seamus on the scene. Seamus is pressing Diamond for more paper. I mean, he's like, I need 50 stacks. And then he comes back later and says, look, I'm going to need 20 more stacks. I mean, Seamus is really extorting your boy Diamond, and Diamond is trying to deal with it, but he's not dealing with it properly. Okay, Seamus gets up out of here, and Tommy sees him talking with Diamond and questions Diamond about what's going on, and Diamond didn't play this right. One thing about Tommy, he's straight up, and Diamond tried to lie to him. Matter of fact, he did lie to him, and we see it didn't turn out well, but he came clean. But that's one thing I do like about Tommy. He crazy, but he is straight up with you. He will listen to reason, at least at this point in his life. And so Diamond lies to him about what's what, and that comes out, and he gets exposed later in the episode. Meanwhile, your boy Vic goes to see and investigate what his sister told him about his father and what he did to the restaurant or the bar, because she's trying to get him on her team. He goes down there and sees all of these women walking around, basically done turned it into a little strip bar. Now, this reminded me of the movie Barbershop. You remember in Barbershop when Ice Cube's character was trying to decide if he wanted to sell the barbershop to the little neighborhood loan shark, and he was like, look, you ain't got to worry about it. I keep your daddy's name on the marquee, and I'm going to call it something like the barbershop, where you can come in here and get a trim and get some trim. That's what this scene reminded me of, where he goes back to the bar and guys are in there getting it on with these young ladies. And so now your boy Vic is just straight up mad, and he really has it out for his father. Meanwhile, D-Mac is back at the house, and he's pressing Tommy about getting in the game. Okay, your boy Tommy is not feeling it. He's telling D-Mac, look, man, listen to Uncle Tommy. You're smart. You got other things you can do. You don't have to be in these streets. This scene reminded me of The Wire. You remember Wire fans when Michael was talking to Dookie? Dookie was trying to find his place, and he was telling Dookie, Michael was saying, look, man, you smart. You got other things, other skills that you can use. You don't have to be on the corner. And I got that same feel from this particular episode. But you know, D-Mac really is not feeling Uncle Tommy. He's getting upset, and Tommy actually threatens to kill him. And that was different. He was like, yo, if I even hear that you on the corner, I may have to smoke you myself. I mean, it was real intense. I wasn't expecting Tommy to play that card. But you know Tommy, he's a wildfire. He's just going to say it how he feels it, and he didn't hold back, even though that's his nephew. Meanwhile, we go on to the next scene, and like I said, this episode was really good, in my opinion. They had a lot going on. Tommy is back out here in the streets, and he's trying to figure out what's up with these police. Why is the block hot? Okay. And so he's getting concerned on why all of this is going down, and they address that in a few scenes later. Meanwhile, your boy Paulie, like I said, he is stepping to the plate, trying to protect Walter Flynn. And he goes to your boy, I believe is Brandon, trying to buy some time, get some patience, get some grace. And he's telling him, look, I like you, you're loyal, and I'm going to do what you're asking. And he actually gives him a little payment, gives him a little paper, telling him, look, I appreciate what you're doing. You are very honorable. But of course, you know your boy Walter Flynn is not going to see it like that. Okay? I just knew Paulie was going to get killed. I thought it was a setup. Once Walter's ego got stepped on, I just knew he was going to kill Paulie. And so now we're back with the Popo. And they, again, are really trying to figure out what is going on with CBI, what's up with Tommy. And they find out that they have some witnesses in custody, okay? And so they're going to press these witnesses to get the information that they need in order to try to close this case out. And I'm going to tell you that once again, there was a scene here that reminded me of The Wire. I'm telling you, you know how Hollywood is. They will repackage stuff and put a new name on it. You know, it's nothing new under the sun, but they really showed so many different scenes from other gangster shows that I watch, and I just really picked up on it. And I'm wondering if you guys saw it also. So they go to the interrogation room, and they got this young girl in here, and they're pressing her and trying to get some information from her. And they're telling her, look, we'll give you a deal, but we need an eyewitness. Meanwhile, your boy D-Mac is back out here trying to mac on his old schoolmate or classmate. Okay. And he's smoking a little herb. Ask her, did she want some herb? But her friend steps in and is like, look, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? We not only cute, but we got brains too. So I'm feeling that. Something different. I like these young girls. But D-Mac tries to put a little game on her, and she's like, yeah, you know, I might go out with you. And I just knew in my mind, I said, you know what? D-Mac is going to go out on this date, and somebody going to see him, and that's how he's going to die. That was my thought from this scene. I just knew when D-Mac went out on this date, because he's happy now. He done found him a little young tenderoni, and I said, he gonna get got. That's how they gonna end this episode. He gonna die in these streets. Trying to get some trim. But it did not go down that way. So D-Mac has to get his act together. because this girl finally gave him an open door. So now we go over to the gym where we see Diamond trying to play Big Brother. I mean, he out here like Cuddy from The Wire, trying to teach young Obama how to defend himself. And I really like this. Diamond confesses how he sees a lot of himself in this young man. He's giving him some game, and they really have a moment where they connect. I still think this young boy gonna get got because it's Chicago. Okay, it's like no goodness comes out of Chicago. So I believe it's a setup. And this young guy who has so much potential to do great things, in my opinion, is going to get got. I don't think he's going to turn to the streets and end up being like Diamond. My prediction is he going to get got. He's going to get smoked. It's Chicago, folks. Meanwhile, we have sister and brother Flynn back at the table, okay? This time we have Claudia, who's trying to get with the Serbs, okay? She's trying to leverage that relationship and get the Serbs on her side, but they're not hearing it. I'm telling you, I think Claudia has bad leadership. She doesn't know how to move, and I think that's going to be her downfall. She's very arrogant. She likes things her way or the highway. And I think somebody is going to play on that, whether it be the Serbs, whether it be her brother, or whether it be somebody from CBI. But her arrogance, I think, and her ignorance is going to really cost her in the long run. And you know how the Serbs are. They play things close to their chest. When they move, you know they move. And I think that's how it's going to play out. Meanwhile, your boy Jenard is messing up. And I told y'all a few episodes ago, I think Shanti is playing him. And him being on drugs is not a good move because he is telling all of his business to her. Okay? He shows up to pick up his money. And he starts confessing to her that he was the one that killed Lil K. And he tells her, look, Shanti, I didn't come over here to hear you lecture me. I need to know, are you with me? Are you going to ride or die? And I'm telling you, it's my opinion. I think she's going to play Jenard. Okay? If the dope don't kill him, his own crew don't kill him, I could see Shanti stepping in, taking Jenard out, and then running CBI like a queen bee. Like a queen pin. I could see that. Y'all let me know down in the comments section. Do you think that is something that could happen? I don't think she is being sincere. She is not slick. I think she's playing the junkie Jenard. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to walk that all the way to the end of the season. So y'all let me know down in the comments section. Do you think she's playing him? Meanwhile, your boy Walter Flynn feels so betrayed by Paulie helping him. Okay, Brendan drops on him what Paulie did, how he slid him an envelope with some stacks in it, and Walter's ego is crushed. He feels betrayed, and once again, we have another example of bad leadership. Okay, he gives Brendan a couple of snow bunnies, tell him to go have some fun. But your boy Walter is feeling totally disrespected, and he's going to do something about it. Meanwhile, Jenard has to step back to Miguel and let him know, I ain't got your money, player. Oh, Junkie Jenard is really messing up. I mean, every angle, it's just like he's dying a slow death. And Miguel ain't having it. He's like, player, I want my money. And he steps to him, puts the knife in his grill. He's like, boy, I cut you up right now. I'll take your eye out. Oh, wow. He should have did it. I wish he would have did it. But he had a little grace. He let him go. Jenard pleaded for his life. And he lived to see another day. All right. And I just, man, Jenard, just poor thing. Bless his heart. He can't get right. Jenard just can't get right. He should have stayed with his brother. He cannot get right. If it ain't Miguel and his crew, then you got the Serbs, then you got his own crew, who we gonna find out. Everybody wants to take him out. Meanwhile, Tommy, once again, sees Diamond with Seamus. And Seamus is pressing Diamond for some more loot. First it was 50 racks. Now it's 20 racks. And he telling him, look, dude, you got to have this tonight. You know, he's got a sick loved one he's trying to take care of. He's got, which they haven't addressed, that other officer who knows what he's doing, trying to extort him. And so Tommy is wondering what in the world is going on. Why are you still hanging out with this cop? Is this a problem? Okay. And so Tommy does address it with Diamond. And like I said earlier, I love how Tommy gets in people's faces and he wants to know what's going on. All right. It's no games with Tommy. He's stepping to you. So back with this witness. Okay. The Popo and the feds, they little task force has gotten together. And this scene reminded me again of The Wire. Okay. They're pressing this girl to lie. At least Agent Marks is. Okay. She's giving her the long finger, telling her who she should point to, who they believe is the one they're searching for. And I don't know if you guys remember in The Wire, you remember when Kima got shot and Bunk Moreland came to the hospital to see her, to say, look, we know Weebay was there. We know Little Man was there. We need you just to okay it as an eyewitness. And they point to who they want her to say was there. That reminded me straight of The Wire. I got that feeling from this episode. Or that scene, rather. Meanwhile, as we come to a close, Tommy steps to Diamond. And Diamond comes clean. I mean, Tommy stepped strong. He pulled the strap out and he's like, look, what's going on? You trying to drop a dime on me? You and the feds in bed together? What's going on, Diamond? And Diamond's like, nah, it ain't like that. I lied to you. Dude is pressing me for money. And they figure out a way that they're going to solve that. They're going to meet with him and try to get him to work with them. Meanwhile, Tommy says, look, here's some cell phones. Go pass these out. Keep these in rotation. You need to get with your lawyer also and find out what's going on in the hood because I'm seeing more police presence. And so they agree to meet with Seamus. Your boy Diamond goes and gets with his lawyer a little bit later in the scene. Meanwhile, Jenard's crew steps to him trying to find out where is Lil K. Where is he at? Okay. Now, bad leadership starts snorting dope right in front of everybody. Bad leadership. That's his name. Junkie Jenard, bad leadership. Meanwhile, one of the homeboys looks on his phone and sees that they found Lil K's body and he dead and gone. And they ready to spin the block. They ready to put in some work. Everybody dying. I mean, that sounds like the Chicago we hear on the news. Jenard tells him, think, man, I thought you was about this paper. You know what I'm saying? You go out here shedding blood. That's bad for business. And you know what Jenard does? He flips the script. He tells him, look, I killed Lil K. And they want all the smoke. And so they have a little tussle and his crew now divides. They split. Okay. But he lets them know, I'm running things. You got a problem with that? Step to me. And so now they're divided. They're split. And we know a house divided against itself will not stand. I think they're going to come back on Jenard and try to take the junkie out. That's just my thought. Meanwhile, we see a split over here in Walter Flynn's crew. He steps to Paulie. I thought he was going to put a bullet in his head right by his home, but he did not do it. He simply tells Paulie, I'm done with you. I don't see what you did as honorable. You are now out my crew. And Paulie does not like that. Paulie doesn't feel it because he's like, man, I've given basically everything to protect you, everything to keep you on the up and keep your organization going. And what do? You kick me out. Bad leadership. Then we go back to the Flynn siblings, okay? Your boy, Flynn Jr., Vic is trying to tell his sister, look, I got daddy spinning. I'm going to hit him when he's not looking. I'm going to take him down. He disrespected me. He disrespected Gloria's name. I'm going to take him out, and I don't need your help. So now everybody's split, okay? Started out with love, but now everybody's crew is just straight going through. And Claudia doesn't like it, but I don't like her anyway. I can't stand her. I'm glad I'm glad Vic is standing up to her, okay? Because she get on my nerve. He should have popped her in her big old forehead. Look at that forehead. He should have popped her right there. But nevertheless, Vic steps off and does his own thing. Back to these two lovebirds. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Maria coming in there looking all scrumptious. Tommy is really feeling her, and she's giving him play. I mean, big play. They up here toasting to teaching her how to drive a stick, and they're getting closer to their moment. Meanwhile, your boy D-Mac is talking to his dad, letting him know that he got a date, letting him know that it's about to go down, that he done found somebody that he likes. D-Mac gets some money from his dad, who's showing him some love. And JP says, look, man, go out here and enjoy yourself. And I just knew. I'm telling you, the way they were playing the little sad music, I said, this they last time together. This is it. D-Mac finna get smoked. So your boy Diamond meets with his attorney, and she tells him, look, the spot is hot. They're looking for you. So you need to stay as far away from the dope game as you possibly can, because they are looking to take you and Tommy out. Okay? They're looking to take y'all down. And like I said, your boy Tommy and Maria are getting ready to exchange bodily fluids. It's about to go down. And as we conclude the episode, Tommy gets his text from Diamond, tells him, look, it's time to meet up. It's time to meet with Seamus and let's handle this business. And so what they plan to do is to use Seamus as an informant. They want to flip him. They want to turn him and get him to work for them and feed them information. Seamus ain't having that. He was like, I ain't y'all little punk. I ain't y'all trick. Pulls out his strap and threatens to end it all right then. Tommy and them said, look, man, we'll give you 200 G's. Just work for us. Seamus did not see the vision. He didn't see the vision. And the situation gets hot. And this is where it turns, because I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. Y'all got to tell me, be honest in the comment section. Did y'all see this coming? D-Mac comes down the stairs and busts a cap in your boy Seamus. I mean, he just popped him. And he leaking all on the floor. And now your boy D-Mac has got a body on him. And he is definitely in some trouble. And like I said in the episode, he done messed up. Now you see that D-Mac right there? You know you messed up. You know you messed up, D-Mac. You know you messed up. So this was just a crazy, crazy episode. I really enjoyed it. I really, really did not see that ending coming. Y'all let me know down in the comment section about my thoughts and my theories from this episode about Shanti, your reaction to D-Mac, as well as what's going to happen to Junkie Jenard. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Hey, if you're still watching this, I appreciate you rocking with me. And catch me on my next video. Peace.